Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet. Television history was made when these two masked crime fighters met in a historic television crossover. Now, superstar filmmaker Kevin Smith and radio host comedian Ralph Garman join forces with artist Ty Templeton to bring the greatest heroes of the 60s and their famous partners, Robin and Kato, together again. Don't miss this brand new digital comic series co-published by DC Comics and Dynamite Comics, featuring painted covers by Alex Ross. Get the first issue now for only $1.99 on the DC Comics app for iPhone and Android. Read DCEntertainment.com, the Comixology app for Amazon's Kindle Fire, the Google Play Store, and more. Don't miss Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet, #1. Available now.
What's up, Ant? It's your old pal Bri here. No Sage. She's very sick. As sick as me. You can hear it in my deep fucking throaty voice. I sound like one of those throat singers. I was like, That's a top 10 hit in Tibet right now, what I just sang. Anyway, huluplus.com/TESD. Go check it out. You're going to get 2 weeks for free, $7.99 a month after that. Get your shows anytime, anywhere. And you're going to get 2 weeks for free if you use our code huluplus.com/TESD. I mean, it's TV watching. How much do I need to explain it? You know what I mean? So just go check it out. And I like it. I think it's pretty good. I vouch for it. That day that I had massive constipation, I was in the bathroom for like 11 hours. Who was there with me? Not Sage. Not Suzanne. Not my mom. It was huluplus.com. That's who held my hand through those very constipated hours. huluplus.com/TESD. Go now.
Every ounce of my fiber was aroused. No fat chicks.
Guess we better not wear our Bitcoin shirts around Quinn anymore.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave, where 2/3 of us are wearing fancy headsets now, which are not as expensive as you may think, Q.
They're not. How much are they?
How much do you think this fancy headset costs?
Yeah, $125.
If you overpaid.
Really?
Yeah, you could get them online for about $80.
All right.
Not too bad.
They're decent. They sound good.
Yeah, it's to keep to try to keep our levels level.
Right. Where are they coming from?
I believe there's a listener, according to Declan, who sent one to Walt, and then sent another one, and I believe a third is on its way.
Really? All right. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot. I don't see how it's going to sound better than the 55 SHs that we use from Shure.
I don't know.
I mean, that's some. I'm talking to a serious mic right
for
now.
The people to decide. Yeah, it's a nice microphone.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll raffle them off.
I don't know.
Probably.
Well, these are the ones that we've used from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to raffle mine off.
All right. Keep it then.
Didn't we have... What about the ones that you use on Comic Men? Where are those?
Those are these. They're the same ones. They just bring them back and forth.
So the ones that you use on Comic Men are the ones that we got when we started doing Tell 'em Steve Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And usually in situations like that, like I know on, like, say, Chasing Amy, if Mosier used his car or used his computer, it's like he rents it to the production.
Yeah.
So should we be renting the mics to Comic Book Men?
I think so. Well, they defaced them.
Make it a couple bucks.
You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, they broke one.
They broke one. Did they bother to replace it?
No.
Okay, so that's cool. And then they crossed out the Shure logo on it for TV.
Did they just put a piece of tape on it? They crossed.
Oh, is that what that is? It looks like.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's tape. But nonetheless,
I
mean, leave it like you found it. TV fucking people.
You know the way
I
those
heard
TV
this was a
people
lot
are.
like last week's episode where you just bitched the whole time.
Did we bitch the whole time? It's entirely possible.
I mean, I'm not ruling that out.
I didn't think we did, but I did find it enjoyable. Someone reported back to me that there's a certain segment of females,
Right.
who hate me and hate Kev, and I assume by extension
What
hate
about
you
me?
guys.
I don't think anybody.
I can't imagine if they hate me. I can't imagine they like you. But anyway, they have their emergency
It's not fair.
backup
though.
board.
It is not fair.
Guilt by
Like,
association.
This really isn't. I don't know why that has to be that way.
But I think it's for different reasons, though. Like they don't like me because, say, they would be like, oh, he's a date rapist, whereas like they wouldn't like you because you're like the Time magazine cover with the 5 or 6 year old sucking a tit.
Oh no, that's not true.
I'm telling you,
That is not true.
telling you, they get upset.
Did they
They
respond?
knew that was a joke.
Yeah, these girls are known for their sense of humor. They're a real fucking riot. No, I guess again, I don't go on the
How
board
can
to
I
look
distance myself so I can become like?
from us on Tell 'em Steve Dave.
How do I do that?
That's a rough one, man. That's
It's a trick.
you might
I've done
need to ask
nothing.
me.
I've really done nothing
Well, none of
to
us have.
deserve. Well, I mean, he's way more opinionated in terms of getting their ire up. Getting their ire up.
Where am I? What dimension did I walk into? Where I'm more opinionated than Walt.
No, my opinions. I have some strong opinions, but they're usually not ones that anger the female audience.
Are you fucking nuts? That's all that angers.
Oh, no, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That one of the lap before the 200th episode, I think I must have mentioned something about illegal downloads.
Yeah.
I couldn't even believe the amount of emails I got.
People hammered you.
Hammering me.
On their
Angry.
supporting for illegal.
Hypocrisy. No, they're saying that I was, and obviously I'm a hypocrite when I say it.
Right.
But I guess they don't realize that, jokes.
Yeah.
They don't get jokes. Well, wait a second here. So they're saying you're a hypocrite because you've done it in the past?
Yeah.
See, I don't buy that shit, and I'll defend you on that because even if you at one time did, make videotapes, VHS tapes, and sell them,
I did.
at a certain point you said, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore for whatever reason, and you stopped. You can't
But
be
now who
you
am I
can't be
to-
defined though by like something you used to do forever.
Well, a lot of people are.
Yeah,
You know what, though? I will
though.
say this, though, in an effort, I did a symbolic gesture to get back in with the ants.
Okay.
Who are mad at me for
About
coming
the
down
downloader?
illegal
Right.
or illegally obtaining music. Mm-hmm. I tried to go out and illegally download an album I wanted.
Right.
But I was befuddled by the computer. So late at night, I was walking my dog. I went into my neighbor's car. I took 2 CDs out of the back and out of his console.
Right.
Now, granted, you don't get to choose what music you want this way.
Right.
You may not like what music you're getting, but this way, just as a symbolic gesture, I stole 2 CDs and I stuck it to him, the music industry, and the artist, and everybody.
All
this
at the
way.
same time.
Right. So I figured this has got to get me back in.
It's very rare that I applaud a man like.
I mean, yeah, I don't like 38 Special or Dan Fogerty, but that's what I got. And, you can't be real picky this way if you're stealing music this way.
In case you're wondering, he just called you a bunch of assholes.
But that doesn't anger that doesn't anger just females.
No.
Right.
If we're going to go back in Tell 'em Steve Dave history and say, like, here's what got females riled up, I think it would have to be the biggest one being the females aren't funny.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Should have never said that. That was wrong.
And
I think I said something about not dating a fat chick once. No, somebody accused me of that, but I didn't say it. But I got caught up in it.
Yeah,
I think
Guilt by
Walt
association.
and I perpetuate.
That was
Yeah.
like it's the same way that people really think that Jeff said respect me, respect my money. I mean, it's now
Wait,
they
he didn't
think
say that?
he didn't really say
Oh.
that, and a lot of people say that now as that that was a quote from him.
Right.
Just like you said, no fat chicks.
Right, but I didn't say that.
You didn't,
No fat chicks.
and it's wrong that you still are paying with that.
You're defined by that one comment, though. No fat chicks. And I guess the only other one would be your annoyance at Time Magazine for having the cover on the
I'll stand
in the
by that
grocery
one.
store.
I'll stand by that one. I was wrong about because I can look back now and say there's been many times where a female comedian or actress has made me laugh. I was totally wrong in that statement. But the one with the it's like a 14-year-old hanging on the edge of out of some
like on the teat.
on the teat. That's not what should be on Time Magazine's front cover on the newsstands.
It's weird.
Where
it's weird.
People are checking out, have to be subjected to
Right.
that
Your
sight.
daughter's like, well, this is like your daughter was young at the time. She's like 7. It's like, it's practically pornography with the age of the kid and shit, you know? But I think that's really the only...
And you know what, though? But if somebody emails me and can bitches like they did about the legal downloads, I'll come off that, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to be liked.
Right. That is weird, illegal downloads. That's what fucking...
It's touchy, man. We know it
worked
is, and
out.
I don't want to get into it no more.
Yeah.
It's a dead subject.
You've flipped and reversed your position.
Hot button.
And
180 degrees.
180, and will never be spoken about again. It's dead. And speaking also be thinking that this will be this episode later today. On this episode, it'll be the last ever segment of you hit learn something every day.
Oh,
Too
no.
much bitching about that.
People are
we're
mad about
going
Hitler,
to
too?
end the last segment of it this week.
Oh, wow.
People, and it's got partially
what do
your
people
guys'
say?
As opposed to just
it's your
killing it
guys' fault.
outright.
They're saying that you guys don't like it could be a good it could be a good feature,
Right.
But you guys aren't condemning Hitler enough in the segment. We're making too much light and not enough coming down hard on Hitler. So people are saying it's too jovial an atmosphere to be talking about stuff like this. So more condemning of Hitler, and we could still do it. But I can't rely on you guys to
We just have
be
to
passionate enough to condemn.
We
it.
just have to
With such
really
fever.
hammer home that we think Hitler was bad.
Right. That's
Are you telling the truth?
I'm telling the truth. I got 2 emails from people
why don't we
saying
try
that it's too
two
jovial.
That's enough, though.
That is enough in this world.
It's like a TV station. Like 2 people write in, they'll change the entire programming just because 2 people got pissed about something.
So this is the swan song for that. We'll do that later.
wow. Well, what if
Depending on
what
depending
if
on
our
how-
reaction is
All right. So
appropriate?
if I hear from those 2 listeners,
Okay.
You'll let them judge, see if
we'll let
Q and
them
I
judge
come
if
down
you've
hard
come
enough.
down enough on
All
me.
right, but I mean, I think going in, everybody should know that, Hitler was a deplorable human being and an evil fucking asshole, foam face. So
He's not selling it.
yeah, I like the foam face inclusion.
Yeah? Okay.
You haven't yet referred to Hitler as a foam face.
well, there we go. See, I
right.
mean, I gotta do it in my own time. I can't just be. It's gonna come off as insincere if I just slam on Hitler all day.
I do think
a lot
though,
of people can be insincere and still say that Hitler is a douchebag. they don't need to whip themselves up. It's some state of mind.
I mean, if I'm gonna sell out Hitler,
I do think, though, that taking a shot at the developmentally disabled in an effort to slight Hitler is a good move on your part.
oh no. Remember, foam face was something we just made up. It
Right.
doesn't mean anything.
What comes around goes around. Remember we were talking foam face, developmentally what?
Developmentally disabled. Right.
Remember how I said there's only one way you could still use that word?
Riri?
No, retarded.
Retarded,
Retardant.
yeah. Retardant.
Flame retardant.
Yeah, flame retardant, right.
I found another way you can use it.
Oh, good. You've been searching since that day.
And you won't believe it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. A retarded ejaculation.
Wait, what?
Have you ever heard of this? It's
The only
medical,
kind I have.
it's a real medical term.
Retarded ejaculation.
Retarded ejaculation, Q.
Okay.
A medical term. Now you can use this without the fear of the stigma of people coming down on you for using the R word now.
Excellent.
I want to use that as a name for our new band, Retarded Ejaculation.
You guys know when I hear what it is?
Definitely.
It's also referred to as delayed ejaculation, which probably is a more in this day and age. I'm surprised
That's the PC.
I haven't gone after this. The medical world hasn't taken a hit for this. It's a man's inability for a persistent difficulty in achieving orgasm, despite typical sexual desire and sexual stimulation. Generally, a man can reach orgasm within a few minutes of active thrusting during sexual intercourse.
Minutes.
Whereas a man with delayed ejaculation either does not have orgasms at all or cannot have an orgasm until after prolonged intercourse, which might last for 30 to 60 minutes or more.
Whoa.
So, there
that's
might be women out there who are like, I wish my man was a
retarded ejaculator.
I'll let you say it. I want to be like
guilty by association.
But yeah, I've never heard of that before.
See, but that's what you're brought up to believe, or that's what you're led to believe when you're younger. That like before you're of the age to bang, that girls want it as long as possible,
long and hard.
Mm-hmm. Yes, like that. If you last 5 minutes, you're a fucking 3-pump chump, whatever, but like a girl wants to get fucked nonstop hard for like an hour or more, which
you're here to tell women what
I finally learned earlier today that it's not the case.
This is why they hate you.
They hate me?
Okay, so you're here to tell listeners, and a lot of females apparently who still listen,
right?
Even after you've tried to scare them away or turn.
Well, I think they say that I'm obsessed with them. This is what I was told by my source, because I don't go to the board to look. Within 24 hours of our Space Monkeys episode, there's commenting about it and all this other shit. Yeah. And I make it a point not to go to the board, not to look at it, because it's ridiculous. But these girls, obviously, they want my retarded ejaculate. I think this is what I'm guessing.
Well, wait a minute. What are you going to tell us about? What do girls want? They don't want long and hard. They want what?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, they were.
No. Oh, you think that was the?
We were led to believe.
Well, when you're younger, like that's what you're led to believe. That's how you're successful in the bedroom, by delivering it long and hard, nonstop, right?
I'd say that's accurate. It's movies and show,
Mm-hmm. And well, I mean, let's turn to Q. You're the most experienced lover of the bunch.
Sure.
Long and hard, Q?
Long and hard?
I think it's just until
girls have feelings.
Yeah. Wait, what? I mean, it's different for every girl, obviously, but some they're having.
In
girls,
general, they don't want to get pounded for an hour.
No, I think that rabbiting is a popular misstep.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, just saying from my experience, most girls kind of like it on the hard side.
Yeah,
not like fuck. But, I don't think that soft and slow, I haven't really.
Like the making love shit.
Yeah, that
You don't like to be cradled and cuddled while you're doing it? It's got to be almost like a barroom fight.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's usually the way it is for me.
Some, but it's really like, it's not, I don't think I've ever had movie slow sex in my life like that.
So you're saying long.
No,
long
but I mean,
really?
there's something in between.
I'm mostly talking about duration. Like girls don't want to get pumped for a fucking hour straight.
No, I mean,
but they do like it hard. That's what we're discovering.
I mean, just in what I've seen, not all of them, but in my thing, that's what most girls.
Fuck me hard, Q.
Yeah.
What's long?
Well, you know what? What's long?
Yeah. What's a long period?
Just penis inside vagina.
You forget the foreplay and all that.
Forget foreplay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, foreplay is the best part, but I mean, I guess 15 minutes, I guess, I would say.
That's fair.
Yeah. Of just of that pure thing, but it's everything around it. It's,
Would you be upset if you were diagnosed with retarded ejaculation?
Why? It's hard for me to come?
Well, it takes you a lot. It takes you triple the time.
I'll tell you what. I've faked orgasms with girls because I'm like, I just want this over with. So
fat chick, right?
Like, no, not even. Like if you have a condom on, it's so easy to just be like, oh, that was
They don't
great,
wanna check
baby.
it.
No, they don't go into it and check it.
I don't inspect.
Yeah.
I think I would have. I heard like,
Like those, you ever hear those videos of turtles fucking?
Yeah.
It's like,
sounds
Yeah.
like James Gum at the end of Silence of the
I mean,
Lambs.
honestly, basically any time I've had sex with a condom on, I'm like, I came, and that's it. I can't. I
It
can't.
feels like
finish.
you are. You have retarded ejaculation.
yeah,
with a condom
because
on,
there's
right?
just
no
nothing.
sensations.
Yeah.
It's good to be able to say that without fear of anybody coming down.
The
on
PC rat, yeah.
Well,
We-
it's not
we
the
should talk about
intelligence of your ejaculation you're talking about.
We should talk about it every episode just so we can say retarded ejaculation and not get fucking called on it. I found that with the painkillers,
Yeah.
it like if I had taken, like by the end of the day, if I had taken a healthy supply of painkillers, you last a lot longer.
Yeah.
To the point where it's annoying. It's always annoying to her, but even annoying to me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense because you're killing sensitivity in your body. Isn't that
Yeah.
the whole point of painkillers? Yeah. I don't know.
Did they turn that music back up? I just turned that shit down, didn't I?
They did it. They're like, go fuck yourself, son.
Well, I'm gonna fucking go turn it back down again. It's fucking annoying me.
I'll
Right
take
back.
that
Talk
shit for
about,
fucking
talk
surf.
about ejaculation, son.
I don't know if there's much more to talk about.
I mean,
I think we've covered it all.
I think so. We're not a sex podcast, so
Or a medical one.
or a medical one. Although we do document Brian's medical problems fairly frequently, but I don't think that is. What's to talk about? Everybody has their own idea of what's good and what's bad, right? In sex.
Sure, I would assume so.
So, who gives a shit what I think?
Anyway, yeah, my point being that I understand there were some remarks about me last week.
Really?
From the quote unquote feminist right.
Well, good. That's good to know you fulfilled.
It's
their
never
wish.
gonna stop.
Who gives
Never
a
gonna
shit?
stop.
That angry little corner of the internet.
And I've had a lot of run-ins. I've had quite a few run-ins in the last week ever since Space Monkeys.
Really?
Angry run-ins with people where I start to wonder if it's me or if it's them.
I had an angry run-in. I actually haven't. What happened? I almost got into a fight the other day, but go ahead.
My first run-in was at the food store.
Okay.
I was shopping, and there's you go to the deli counter, and they have a sheet of paper where I write my, you write your order down, and there's an area for your cell phone. I guess if you want to be texted when your order's ready for pickup or whatever, or you put your name and they'll call it over the PA system. So I wrote it down. And it was like literally 2.5 pounds of deli meat, right? And I hand it to the guy, and he goes, "What's your cell number?" And it was one of those things where it's like I didn't really have any reason in the moment, but I said, "Well, you don't need it." I said, "I'm not leaving. I'm standing right here.
All right.
I'm not going anywhere." He goes, "I need your cell number." And right there, I'm just like,
That's
why the
gotta
fuck
be illegal.
do you need my cell number? Well, what if later on, Suzanne was like, "Well, why don't you just tell me you didn't have a cell phone?" And I'm like, "But why should I have to
Sure.
skirt this fucking dude's watchful eye?"
Right.
It's like some fucking dopey looking guy in his early 20s. And I said, honestly, I'd rather not give you my number. And
I'm on TV.
yeah, I'm very famous. Ask anybody here.
I know you'll pass it around all your friends.
Yeah, you'll sell it to your fucking friends.
TMZ.
Fucking retarded ejaculate. Yeah, you'll tell TMZ that I bought fucking half a pound of boar's head boiled ham. But really, it was just one of those things where I'm just like, I don't want, I'm tired of every time you go, you can't just buy anything. It's not like the fucking Stash where you come in, cash,
Right.
fucking merchandise. That's
right.
it. Nobody's asking for cell phone numbers. No one's asking for email addresses.
I
no
mean,
one's fucking asking for this or that.
The customer may be asking for help because half the staff is making fucking videos every 2 seconds.
That's
but
probably
they're not
true,
asking. Right.
Sore loser.
or
Sore loser speaking right there.
Well, the loser is yet to be determined.
yeah, it's still a big
I
question.
mean, if you've lost, there's a winner, there's a loser. I mean,
The tallies have been coming in from the fans, and in all of them, we
I've
win.
seen nothing to show me that
To
the tallies were
substantiate
not
that?
right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to look.
Including your boy.
We'll have to.
What boy?
Christian. Or
Chris Ladondo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have been the
He
first
fucked
one.
up. He was supposed to double check. Like Marco, let's assume he fucked up.
Sure.
Just because you lost, you assume.
Well, exactly. But Chris
You know
Ladondo,
what the problem is?
What's
What
the
really
problem?
is?
Yeah.
Is that you would have won that fucking thing running away, but you don't have enough fucking conviction to stand by your own fucking answers. You had the answers right numerous times, and
you're right.
And you did
Absolutely
not
right.
have enough confidence in yourself.
Absolutely right.
And now you're upset by that. And I understand it.
Well, I thought also
But
there was.
I don't
one-
understand why you're going to lash out at me
I'm saying
get
that to
him?
you.
and anybody else. You really
Listen,
should be looking
I
at
thought he was
the
lashing
man
out
in
at
the
me,
mirror.
mostly.
At this point.
Well, I don't. Well, you said that if you pass on the topic, you get no points that
No,
round.
that's not true. Go back and re-listen to it. I said if you push the button 3 times,
Right.
there's no penalty the first 3 times.
I see.
If you push it 4 times,
Well, you
will
also
be penalized
did
5
say
points.
that the judge's ruling is final, and you overturned Giddim's.
I never overturned it.
What the fuck are you talking
When did I
about?
overturn
that you
it?
definitely
You
did.
definitely
yeah.
did.
What instance?
I don't remember the exact.
It was
the exact.
It was in the Family Feud section,
Right.
And it was problems within a relationship.
Yeah.
It was the wording, and Giddim wasn't going to give it to them, and you overruled Giddim.
So
As evidently as you're right. I mean,
Q, you would have had you had the exact number one time on high-low.
I know.
And you didn't listen to yourself.
I know.
And that would have been a whole. You wouldn't have lost if you had just
Absolutely.
stayed with your own
1 point.
answers.
Yeah,
One
1 point. Man.
So
listen,
that's a lesson learned. Hey, you gotta,
is a lesson
You got to
learned.
learn how to lose before you learn how to win. And you're not learning how to lose graciously.
well, who's won graciously? Why should I lose graciously if the fucking winners aren't winning graciously?
I know, it's like they won and they're taunting us with videos and shit.
Like I didn't even say anything until they started making these fucking videos.
But I think it's the what's it called when you're the homebody or
The home team
no, what's it when you're a slug and you turn into a butterfly?
metamorphosis.
No, it's like finally the slug has fucking got its pretty wings and you're upset that they're going to spread them now.
Oh yeah. You're afraid that Mike and Ming are
They
going
finally
to-
got a chance to fucking shout about something in their lives.
No,
And
you're right. You're right about that. My only thing was just like the first video they made was rapping, and I was like, "You idiots lost a
which
rap
is
battle."
the one section they lost.
Yeah,
But this comes from a man who's never fucking dealt with fucking any kind of
With
fucking
real loss.
Real
oh,
loss.
that's not true.
He's been a winner in life.
Yeah, looks, women,
Right.
successful TV shows with an S.
Multiple shows. Fireman, one of the most
I mean,
respected.
it's like
Yeah, but what are you talking about? Ming has a TV show. Ming has a beautiful family. He has a lovely wife. He has multiple podcasts.
But he doesn't deserve any of it.
Right.
That's
He got it all because he just happened to fucking fall ass backwards into shit.
yeah. It was because of who he knew.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And that's why you're having a hard time dealing with this. It took 30 some odd years for you to finally lose.
You think Q feels that he does? At least it's this. You're losing that. You feel that Q deep down feels he doesn't deserve to win.
Oh, not at all. He does think he deserves.
I don't look. In
He's
this
just
instance,
unaccustomed to
He's
it.
just
I don't
unaccustomed
deserve to
it.
lose.
He doesn't know how
Okay.
to deal with it, and he certainly doesn't know how to deal with someone rubbing his nose in it.
and the only reason that I don't have it is because I forgot. I almost had Vince Vaughn making a video talking trash about Ming and Mike.
It
and I
didn't work
just
out.
it would have worked out. I just got caught up in other shit and forgot.
That would have been
Exactly.
pretty great. Vince Vaughn?
Yeah,
He's a pretty
Well
big
known actor. Yeah, he's been in tons of shit.
is that the dude who was the Iron Giant?
No,
Vin
that
Diesel.
was Vin Diesel. Yeah. No, Vince Vaughn is like what was Old School? Remember that
Didn't
comedy,
see it.
Old School? Yeah.
How can we? And yeah, that would have been.
I mean, if he was talking shit about Mike and Ming, their jaws definitely would have hit the floor.
Yeah, it would have been great.
For sure.
Yeah, I just kind of forgot. Sorry.
Oh well.
I can make it up.
What can you do? So anyway, I'm at the
Okay, yeah, go back.
I'm at the deli, and I tell him like I'd rather just not give my cell number, and he says to me, "It's our policy. I can't give you an order. I can't do your order without your cell phone number." Now, to me, I'm like, look, if I'm ordering enough food for fucking 75 people,
Right.
then yes, get a deposit, get my cell phone
Sure.
number. I'm standing here for fucking less than 2 pounds of fucking ham. I said, dude, I'm not giving you my number. And he goes, and he fucking he doesn't even say it to my face. As he's turning his back on me, he goes, well, it's my job, so you're not getting your order. And like he turns his back on me. And that's when I lost it. And there were like in retrospect, I should have went about it differently.
Right.
But because there were 4 other people behind the deli counter, and I said, I should come back there and fucking shove a bologna log up your ass, you fucking cocksucking little bitch. Like, I really, like, just snapped.
just flipped,
yeah,
right.
because it's like, it's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid.
Right.
And it's not the fucking policy. Did they turn that up again?
They do. They keep turning it up.
Well, they don't know.
I'm going to fucking... Hold on a second.
Oh, he's all fired up again. Remember the lessons you just learned, though.
Quick, grab a bologna. Whatever it was, he was going to shove up their ass. The surf taco girls are aghast. All we did was turn the music up.
They're like 17-year-old girls. He's like, I'm going to put this bologna up your ass. Oh. Wow, sounds like he's on edge, huh?
What about you? Get into fisticuffs?
Yes, I did. Should I wait for him?
Yeah, I guess
to finish his story? But I did, and
Was it over lunch meat?
No, it was over. It was actually defending. I was defending the honor of a lady,
Oh, fucking
so to
a
speak.
modern day fucking King Arthur over there.
Yeah, but I fucked up.
Lancelot.
Much like Johnson, I fucked up.
Robin Hood.
I went too far too fast. So I actually, I'll tell
Prince
you.
Charming.
It was my heart was in the right place, but it was not over deli
I
meat.
can't wait to. I can't wait to hear this. This is why he's not liked by anybody. It truly is. He just walks around thinking that he could turn their music down.
Well, they told us that we could do it,
That's true.
right?
What's that?
Like Surf Taco told us we're allowed to turn down the music.
Yeah, she's really nice.
Okay.
She said she thought that she's like something a lot of times kids will fuck around and turn it down.
Oh, okay.
So she was,
Why do they need music in the fucking back anyway?
I don't know. I mean, if they spent more time with the fucking sanitation end of the bathroom as opposed to the fucking tunage.
They said it's mold.
Oh, it's mold?
That's the smell in that bathroom is mold.
Well,
That's healthy.
you're gonna get fucking brain damage and shit.
That's what happens, right?
Well, I'm not in there. I don't spend any time in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
my
that's
key
right. You got
back,
your key
bitch.
back. That's right. I forgot.
Keys to the fucking.
Oh
kingdom.
yeah, respect.
So I say this to the kid. I curse him out, and everyone behind the counter stops dead, and except for him, who sees now I'm serious and I'm angry, and he like goes through like the double door, like into the back.
Oh, he hides?
So he sort of like scampered away, and I just like in the moment I just have visions of like I want to go behind the counter. Like, I want to go behind the counter and grab him by his hair and just, like, fucking put his face right next to the slicer and be like, look, little cocksucker. Fuck you. Fuck your fucking cell phone policy. Like, cut the fucking deli meat. And it's weird because, I don't know, maybe it's the testosterone fucking.
Oh, you're flowing back like Popeye.
Maybe it's it was too much of a jolt to a fucking antiquated system. But I went to the counter and I said, look,
It's like putting diesel in a fucking lawnmower.
There you go.
Yeah, right. I said to the person, I go, look, I'm not gonna fucking threaten to not come back here anymore. But here's the situation.
I'm just going to threaten to shove lunch meat up your ass.
Yeah, just
Reasonable.
well, not that person. I did say it, but I said, here's the situation, here's what happened, and the guy's looking at me and he goes, the deli manager's not here for another hour. And I'm assuming there's like a manager of the store though.
Right.
And I said, okay. He goes, his name's so-and-so. He's like, I like nobody behind the counter, the 3 people had ever heard of the policy or it being a policy or whatever. And instead of saying like, it's ridiculous, sir, let's go get your fucking, your ham. I left. Like they're
didn't
like,
get
all
your
right,
meat?
we'll see. I didn't. No, I mean, I had to go to a different store to get it.
Wow.
I mean, I certainly couldn't go back there like without the fucking
you be nervous
without
that
the
the
backing
meat-
of a manager.
Would you go back there? Would you get the meat and be nervous that maybe it was somebody did
So there
something?
was some retarded ejaculate on it. Fuck yeah!
You would be?
Oh, unless I saw it being cut right in front of me. It was fucking healthy fucking glaze on the ham. But I swear it's one of those things where I'm just like it's so small.
Yeah.
And in retrospect, I should have just been like, Dude,
here's my
cut-
number: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
yeah, just gotten the meat, but I don't know why I'm not like that.
You have triggers, bro.
Yeah.
One of them is deli meats, apparently.
Deli meats, well, getting treated like an asshole while at the deli counter.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be good to be like, to adopt that Larry David thing of just like, of course. Of course, this is like
Everybody
Yeah.
at one point in their life gets treated like a dickhead at the deli line.
Yeah. It happened to me
Except
3
you.
fucking times this
Maybe
week.
Drew has not had that experience yet.
You ever get
but-
treated like a dickhead in the deli line?
I mean, I get treated like a dickhead everywhere I go, but not in the deli line yet.
Never that.
No, not yet.
I meant it as a metaphor, not really.
But I did. I got into. We were shooting in Washington Square Park yesterday, and our assistant AD she's this tiny little thing, and she goes up to these guys who are like ruining the shot, and they
Is she the black chick?
yeah
Yeah, I met her.
yeah she's great.
Yeah, she's nice.
Shay, and Shay goes up to him and is like, I don't know how the conversation unfolded, but it ended with it's these 3 bigger guys, and one of them's going, "Oh, go fuck yourself" to her, like "fuck you," and Shay,
Part of the show?
yeah, well, it's obviously not for air, but like she was.
Oh, they're trying to get the releases?
No. They were just in the
They're-
background ruining the shot.
They were.
And so sometimes they'll just be like, "Hey, do you mind moving along?" You know what I mean?
Gotcha,
And stuff. And
gotcha.
most,
So instead of just saying no or ignoring her, they were,
I don't know how it unfolded. All I know is that they were screaming at her to fuck herself, and I was out there in the with the cameras on me. So I turn around and I go, "Dude, that's not how you talk to a girl." And he goes, "Fuck you too."
Ooh.
But that I don't care about. I was like, whatever. I'm like, dude. I was like, listen. I said, that's the type of guy you are. You fucking. I said, you're 6'5". I was like, she's fucking 4 feet something. It's a real tough guy telling a girl to go fuck herself. I was like, fuck you. Like then I was like, let me throw fuel on it, see what happens. Guy didn't do anything. Then his friend comes over to me and starts talking to me, and he, I guess, was trying to calm it down, but I didn't see it that way. I thought now his fucking friend's coming at me. So I go, dude, I said, I don't want to talk to you. I was like, you're hanging around with a guy like that. Go fuck yourself. Get you. And he was wearing like a Bitcoin shirt. I get you. And this is where I lost the argument. I go, you and your fucking gay shirt, get the fuck out of the park.
Right.
And I walked away. And then I
Said get out of the park. You tried throwing him out of the park.
I think I said, just get the fuck away from me. But whatever. But I walked away and like, calm down. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, how the fuck did I call his shirt gay? I was like, it made me look so fucking stupid. Like a shirt can't be gay, and it's not an insult anyway. So I was like, why? I was like, it was just a Staten Island like street coming out. You know what I mean? After all these years. So, and then I found out that the guy wasn't cursing at Shay. He was just trying to calm the situation down. I was like, great. Right. So now this guy wasn't defending his friend. Came up to me in a pretty nice shirt, which I labeled homosexual for some reason, as if it was an insult. I was like, oh, I'm an asshole.
That'd be rare. I've never seen a Bitcoin shirt.
Yeah, so I went up to him, and so the guy who was cursing at Shay left. And I went up to the guy who I called the shirt gay, and I go, dude, I said, look, I'm
not backing off that your shirt's gay.
Yeah. No, I go, look, I said, I didn't know. I thought that you were cursing. He was not accepting my apology at all. And he's like, you coming over here with an insincere fucking apology. He goes, you called my shirt gay. He goes,
so he came back at you?
Yeah. And I go, dude, I said, look, it is sincere. I was like, I don't know why I called your shirt gay. I was like, it's not even an insult. Like, I found myself in this situation where I'm like, where it's like the difference between my childhood, where on Staten Island it's acceptable, gay's an insult. But like, you fucking gay. Like, and now as an adult where I'm like, it's not an insult at all. Like, it made me look stupid. So for the rest of the day, I walked around feeling just kind of fucking stupid about myself. I was like,
did you at least look like a hero to the
the AD?
Yeah,
to the whole crew was like, hey, that was cool of you to do that. But
except for the homophobia part.
and a bunch of guys on my crew are gay. You know what I mean? And it's just like they know that I don't have I don't know where it came from. It just popped out like a gay shirt. So I learned a little lesson about fucking firing off at
Guess
the mouth.
we better not wear our Bitcoin shirts around Quinn anymore.
I apologize, but it was just such a stupid insult.
Did he finally accept your apology?
He did, because then I went back to him later on. Like, I really felt bad.
Begging for his
I was like, listen, buddy, I can't sleep. I'm like,
it's been 2 days.
no, he was just, I just passed him later on, and I was like, dude, I didn't really mean, it is being sincere, and he was like, all right. And we talked for a little bit, and that was that. But what a dumb insult.
Was he impressed? That's one that you're like, I wish I could have taken that
I
back.
wish I could have taken that one back. I was in the right until I did that. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
I mixed it up with a lady. And this is why, I mentioned earlier, something that Suzanne said to me probably made me feel older than anything that's ever been said. Unintentionally. That's not this part. The first part is, I live in this condo complex. Now, well, you know what it looks like.
Yeah.
You would think that people who live there and the vibe of the place, it's literally almost on the beach. It's like a quarter of a block from the beach. So you think that it would have sort of more of a laid back vibe, like maybe you see a surfboard on on a porch or like those cruiser bikes or whatever.
You do see that, is what you're saying.
You would think you would see that, but you don't.
But you're not allowed to have that on there, right? Is this again about the curtains and the Christmas tree and
this is in addition to
the cat that they think you have,
the dog. They thought I had a dog. Yeah, this is in addition to. This just happened yesterday. This is something new.
This is the condo association, or the head of the condo.
Well, this was
league.
This was a lady who I wasn't aware that she was queen of the fucking association or anything, but. You would think that with these are garden apartments. It's not a fucking gated community in fucking Brentwood, Mm-hmm. The rules and the regulations. They just sent this. I should have brought them in. They sent them the other day. It's it's so thick that you're it worded in a way that you're like, what the fuck does this even mean? I wouldn't know if I was disobeying this or not. But there's since it's right next to the water, there's a couple of ducks that come by every once in a while.
Right.
So Sage, I said to Sage, hey, it was like 7:30 at night. I was like, Sage, the ducks are out there. So we got a hard roll.
Okay.
One hard roll. And me and Suzanne and Sage went out and we're feeding the ducks, throwing it. There's 4 of them, 4 ducks.
Right. Aren't you not supposed to feed ducks bread?
I don't know. Are you not? I thought it was corn you're not supposed to give them.
I thought the bread was just empty bullshit.
As long as it's not the first 3 rows of corn.
Corn. Oh, the shit corn. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever the case is, we're giving them fucking bread. I mean, I didn't quick Google the dietary needs of a fucking mallard, but but I hear as we're feeding the ducks, I hear you're not allowed to do that. In this fucking cunty voice, right? And I look around, I even know who said it, and it was there's 2 levels of the condos, and there's some old lady, looking down on us, saying you're not allowed to do that. And I said, not allowed to do what? Feed the ducks? And she goes, no, why don't you? She's like, who's going to clean that mess up? And I said, I'm assuming the ducks. So he said, since they're, I'm confused. I'm like, what is she mad at exactly? And long story short, because I'm like, what? I went back in, I'm like, I can't believe that these are the fucking dust-ups I'm getting into with people. But this lady, she was like, I'm on the board. I'm supposed to then be like, oh fuck, we're busted, Sage. Let's not feed the fucking ducks anymore. And but she would not fucking let it go. I said the ducks are eating the bread. There's no mess. I go, it's not like I'm feeding them ball bearings. I said, what is the issue here? And she goes, well, why don't you feed them down by your unit then? No, my unit, 50 feet, maybe 50 feet. Right. And I just stopped and I said, and Sage gets upset when I get into arguments with people in public. It happened.
Shocking.
It happened twice yesterday alone.
Or what else?
She's 8. Yeah, she's
8-year-old
8.
girl that doesn't like to see such
It happened
animated
over nothing. Even she's like, really, over this? Dada? It happened twice yesterday too. And both times she scolded me. But at a certain point, I stopped. I said, "Are you so bored with your life that this is an issue for you? This is something you want to tackle?" And she goes, "Yes, I am that bored," which to me is not really. I would be like, "Damn, I wish I thought of something better." But her husband came out, and
it escalated, huh?
It escalated a little bit, but he comes out and he looks and he sees me. And then he just goes back in. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a person that, like, you would look at me, you'd look at my size, the beard, and all the other shit. Like, I don't really know how to fight.
Right.
You've gotten into way more fights. Walt's gotten into more fights than I have. Like, I don't know how to fight. But I think just sheer look, people are like, yeah, you know what, I'm not going to roll the dice
like
on
a
this
biker,
one.
bro.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, you could be rolling with a Hell's Angel.
And he already knows that I'm not afraid to fuck with the fucking board, like the late queen of the board. So he knows I'm up for anything. After she goes, yeah, I am that bored. I said, let me ask you something. I said, you have kids? I said, you have grandkids? I said, you've never gone and just fed the ducks with them? I said, get a life, lady, seriously. And
I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to go a different route right there.
Really? What would
you were going to peel. I thought you were going to. You don't have grandkids. I thought you were going to break that cold exterior, and you guys were going to hug at the end. That's what I thought it was.
Hug? No. Because once somebody's that bitchy to me, I can't. I don't like.
But you got to look back, man. Your history, wherever you live, you have these issues, though. It seems.
No, really? You think so? I mean, the other neighbor, yes, like that. And looking back, yes, I was an asshole. Like, there are times when you have to.
You might be a difficult neighbor to live next to.
No, I'm easy to live next to, man.
Okay, all right.
Like back then, when like we're kids and we're playing soccer and the ball's going in their yard and breaking their windows and like that kind of shit. Of course, like as a neighbor, like your house, you don't want your house all fucked up and you don't want a bunch of kids fucking ruined. Like even if the basketball bounces over the fence and squashes some plants, you're like, I had to fucking go to Home Depot, get these plants, plant them. And, like looking back, it's like totally wrong. I was wrong so many times, but you're a kid, so it doesn't really occur to you. But as a neighbor, I think I'm rather courteous. Like,
on a scale of 1 to 10, would you rate yourself? How would you rate yourself as a neighbor?
Overall,
yeah,
I would say an 8.
Wow,
I would say I'm
you
an
don't
8.
think highly of yourself and much at all. Wow, that's
no, but I am
shocking.
neighborly. And I'll tell you what, like I'll ask my neighbors next time. I'll get my recorder. I'll get a poll. I would say, how would you rate me? Because like the person like right across.
I think they're scared to death now that that you're taking a poll.
Yeah, they're like, if he's going to the mat for ducks like that, hard fucking core. No, like the lady who lives across the way from us. She had an issue where like she has like those super fat legs, like there's water in them, like super fat, like I don't know what it might be. It's diabetes or something.
What's going on? I didn't hear what's going on.
Oh, this is my neighbor. Like
this is the lady with the that's on the board.
No. This is my neighbor. My neighbor lady that lives across the way. Yeah, I'm illustrating why I'm a good neighbor.
Okay.
She had an issue with her toilet wasn't working.
Ooh.
And
did you flush out her toilet?
No, I'm not that neighborly. That's why I get an 8.
I'd have bumped you up to a 9.
That's why I get an 8. But her husband came over and said, "Hey, our bathroom's not working. Would you mind if she used your bathroom?"
Right.
So So I said,
even you wouldn't do this.
No, I'd be like, mine's not working either.
They would know not to ask me, man.
You wouldn't let the lady with the fat legs use your bathroom?
No, go
yeah,
find
she
another
has
guy.
like her husband brings her down to the water all the time. Like she has that extra wide wheelchair because she can't walk.
On,
so like
Phil.
he'll bring her down to look at the water and
What?
stuff.
No,
Why?
because I don't know what she's going to do in there.
What do you think she might do?
What's the worst that she can do?
Wow, the fucking ghost hunt is pissed all over my fucking bathroom. I'm not having that again.
But what's really the worst you think that she could do? This poor lady.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to find out.
God.
What if she blows up my toilet? Why is her toilet clogged? Does she shit so badly that she clogs up a toilet? Then I got to deal with that.
I mean, look,
This is a human
that's
being,
not
man,
crazy.
Sure.
with a medical condition.
Sure, and she clogged up her own toilet. What if she comes
You
into my
bump
place and
yourself up.
clogs it?
After hearing this
8.5?
shit.
Yeah.
After hearing this.
I mean, not only did I let her
should have
use
told
the,
that story about defending that lady.
I'll give her like a milk bottle or something. Yeah,
like pissing his coffee again.
Oh, my Lord.
yeah.
You'd say no, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, just that you know, if she's got
You
like,
can't catch it.
if her legs look like giant fucking bags of mango pulp,
They're
you know what I mean?
they're tree trunks.
Right. Then, God, you know she's not taking care of her vagina. So then I'm having that exposed, horrible vagina like in my bathroom.
You think it's going to leave a stank
You
behind?
think
I don't
that's
know. Hairs.
You think
What if I get hairs on my toilet?
You think that condition is automatically going to lead to
Stank vagina?
or some sort of
I don't know, Walter.
infected vagina?
Well, I don't know, but I'm not taking that chance. What if I go in there and there's just like gray curly hairs
Do
all
you
over
use
my
a public
toilet?
restroom?
To piss?
But not
He's weird
to
about
do
it
number
though.
two?
Like, not
No.
weird, but he's extremely particular.
Yeah.
Like if you ever watch Q, which I do a lot in the public restroom, like he uses his feet a lot.
Yeah, I'll go on the balls of my feet.
Yeah, he like to open, to flush, he'll use his shirt, like the shirt is
Right.
his
Yeah.
arm. It's not like how you
But
just.
you let her in.
Not only did I let her in, I helped her to. I didn't sit there and watch her piss, but I helped her into the bathroom because he's old too. The guy.
You're a good dude.
Now, here's
You're a good dude. Don't ruin it.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking ruin it.
Tell him,
Leave
Steve
it like
Dave.
that.
What about Hitler?
So anyway, yeah, that was the other dust up isn't even worth mentioning, but I was fighting with the receptionist at my doctor's office. So it was
You're
like,
a battle with the world.
You know, I haven't seen you guys in a while, right? Since episode
couple
200.
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. I don't have any of this stuff going on. Like there's maybe an aura of negativity and aggression that I was out of a bubble.
Since we lost the fucking
No,
bicentennial battle.
you guys left, went your separate ways. I
Yeah.
didn't see you guys, and I had none of those kind of like dust ups or issues with people. I think it may be you guys.
well, I think maybe it's because we need the weekly like release, like valve release. Otherwise, you take it out on deli workers, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I better not hear a peep out of this platoon until 0500.
Sir, yes, sir.
Private Chen, Private Zapkick, is there a goddamn reason you two friends of a goddamn Dorothy are sharing a goddamn bunk in my goddamn barrack?
Saves time making the bed in the morning, sir.
Not to mention, somehow Private Ladondo has managed to pee on all our mattresses.
I already told you guys they're tears, not pee.
Shut your goddamn cock holsters and get in your own bunks. Now lights out.
Psst, Mike, are you awake?
Yeah?
I know it's against the rules, but that thing I was talking about, you want to do it with me?
Whoa, don't ask, Ming. That's rule number 1. I mean, I want to do it with you.
Don't tell Mike. That's also rule number 1. It'll get us both court-martialed.
I've never done this before. Well, I guess we should take our shirts off before we do it.
It's the only way I've seen it done. Here goes nothing.
What in the pretty pink panties of Mary Jane Rottencrotch is going on in here?
They were about to do it, Sarge.
No, we weren't. We weren't doing anything.
Then would you mind telling me why you two fun boys are sharing the same goddamn bunk against orders and sitting there bare-chested and staring at each other like a couple of goddamn starry-eyed newlyweds?
Direct orders from General Flanagan, Sarge.
Are you two buttermilk-bathing, feather boa-wearing rump bumpers claiming that a certified poot-tank slayer like General Flanagan would entertain 2 soldiers in this man's army engaging in acts of homosexualist disgustingness? I'll string you up by...
Wait, what? You thought we were about to have sex?
We weren't. We weren't.
We were about to don non-approved gear and didn't want to face a harsh military tribunal and/or a serious fragging.
Explain yourself, you free cheese-eating termites!
A few days ago, General Flanagan gave us what I first took as a compliment. You know, until I looked up the definition of smashed asshole. Then, he said if we wanted to make it through the next 24 hours with our nutsacks intact, we'd better clean up our appearance by going to Tell 'em Steve Dave steve-dave.merchtable.com and ordering the official Tell 'em Steve Dave Army Ant t-shirt.
So that's what we did, and we were trying them on when you walked in. I can definitely see why you'd lead to the assumption we were fucking each other, though.
T-shirts, huh?
They're printed on 100% pre-shrunk cotton, so Private Frady Cat over there can cry or even lose his wiener water all over it, and it will retain its superior form and function.
Finally, a t-shirt for the easily frightened yet fashion conscious. Where do I go again?
Exactly how many dicks do you got stuffed in your ears, boy? The man clearly said, tellemstevedave.merchtable.com. And with General Flanagan being a man of principles, you know his endorsement don't come easy. It's not like this is LegalZoom or some bike shop no one's ever heard of.
Permission to look fabulous, Sarge.
Permission granted. Go ahead. Try 'em on. But before you do, it'd be in your best interest to head over to tellemstevedave.merchtable.com and pick up one of those bad boys for your commanding officer.
Yes, sir!
As you were. Well, not exactly. Will you two please get back into your own goddamn bunks and stay there?
Sir, yes, sir. Mike, give me our joint credit card number so I can pick up an official TESC Army Ant shirt for the Sarge from tellemstevedave.merchtable.com.
I'm going there right now. There's nothing too scary on that website, right?
Listeners, help Tell 'em Steve Dave stay free to download by completing this short anonymous survey. It will take no more than 5 minutes. Your answers will help match our show with advertisers that best fit the sensibilities of our podcast and its listeners, like you. Listeners who complete the survey will be entered in an ongoing monthly raffle to win a $100 Amazon gift card. We promise not to share or sell your email address, and we won't send you email unless you win. Please go to www.podsurvey.com/Steve-Dave. That's www.podsurvey.com/Steve-Dave to take our survey and get a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. And thanks.
But the thing that Suzanne said that made me feel so fucking old was I'm going to Houston. If you're in the Houston area and you want to go to the Houston Con, you should do it. And I was supposed to leave early this morning,
Right.
but I was so sick like this morning with the head congestion. I'm like, I don't want to get in a fucking flight and the pressure and all that shit. So I changed it to later in the afternoon. And at one point, I was putting the final few things in my suitcase, and Suzanne was helping, and she goes, Brian, are you going to wear your compression stockings, or are you just going to take them with you? I swear to God, if there was a loaded revolver in the house, I think, and she, with no hint of because
you hear from across the hall the lady with the fat legs going,
I went to answer her, and in that moment, I was like, I felt every fucking second of 46, if not 96.
And 46 isn't even old.
46 isn't even really that old. I was talking to you last
convincing
night.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's not that old.
I was talking to you last night about my fucking feet hurting, my potential plantar fasciitis or whatever the fuck, and it's like, it seems like I texted you, I was like, every time I turn around it seems like there's some new fucking medical malady. And the compression stocking things are good because for me, after a operation and shit, so you don't get that not an aneurysm, what's it called? The fucking
blood clot?
Bubble. Yeah, blood clot. So, it's they suggest you wear them or get up and walk around a lot and shit.
Just get a fucking body stocking.
But I'm just like fucking like going through the aisle looking like a fucking dancer. But yeah,
a fucking sausage.
Brian. But just the bringing that question to the table, like, are you just going to bring your compression stockings? And compression stockings, it's just like, Brian, are you going to wear your maxi pad, or do you want to just bring your fucking sanitary belt in case you need it?
If I were you, I would.
Yeah.
I would.
That's the neighbor lady. I'm just like, enough of you already. Never using my bowl again. Stank vagina. Yeah. It really made me feel like, I'm like, how do I do this? How do I fucking start back on the road to not being a fucking invalid, mentally and physically, because I can't take it, man.
Yeah, I mean, summer's here, bro. Just get out and walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, though, like yesterday when I was, he said get out and walk.
I mean,
he walked around.
I think walking will do a world of good.
You think so?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah?
You should see, I told you, they did these brain scans of someone at rest and then someone who's been walking for 20 minutes.
Right.
And areas of the brain
Oh, yeah,
are
they
all
lit up?
just from walking for
you
20
walk?
minutes. I try to, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I try to. I would love to be able to run, but when I get home at 11 o'clock at night, I'm just like, I'm not fucking
you're
throwing.
zonked.
Yeah. But,
All right, so can you walk, like, for long periods or no?
I mean, it
Like 20
depends.
minutes.
Like I was telling Q yesterday, I was waiting at CVS for a couple prescriptions, and all of a sudden, like the heel of my foot, it hurt so badly that I honestly was like, I'm not going to the con. I was like, I can hardly even walk back to the car. That's how bad it hurt.
Jesus.
And then when I got to the house and I was sitting around for a while, like I started feeling a little bit better, to the point now, if it's like, oh, do you want to walk a mile? Like I'd huff and puff a little bit, but I could do it. Mm-hmm. It would take a little time. And I think the plantar fasciitis thing, it's a combination of, I have an extremely high arch, like pronated arch, and plus I'm fat. So over time, it's like all that like shock, what should be shock absorption is instead tearing, making these little micro tears. So now my feet are all fucked up. Dude, it's not going to be that long before I'm knocking on somebody's door being like, can I use your bathroom? It's like, fuck you.
even the Mona Lisa's falling apart, bro.
Yeah, man, it's terrible. I don't know. I listen to Joe Rogan a lot, and he's sometimes I'm like, I wish I knew well enough he would be my life coach.
Yeah,
he just seems so positive and healthy and good dude.
Isn't that the guy that beat us out for Best Pod?
It is, actually. I've been emailing with him. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can.
See, he's taking losing well now.
Oh.
He learned the lesson.
I want to win that this year.
I totally forgot that we lost to him.
Yeah.
I want to win that really bad, and I don't know if we're going to be able to. We've had kind of a spotty record since January.
What do you mean in terms of... No, we've had episodes
200.
a lot.
We had a good 200, but I don't know if the other ones are before that. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's for the listeners to decide. But I don't know if we're on the. I don't know if we've put up enough.
Well, we got the rest of the year, right?
Yeah, he's not even halfway over.
All right. Well, we got
talking
one
about
really
compression stockings ain't going to do it.
One strong. Well, I got the real strong one in 200, but. Other than that, I don't know if there's enough there to say that we're even going to get into the nomination again.
Well, we'll have to step up our game.
It's not looking good.
We just have to step up our game.
There's some things I would like to do to get us out of here, but it's so hard with you to do those things.
I should have weekends freeing up in June, July.
Okay.
So
that's definitely when I want to do something.
Oh
too.
yeah,
There's something
let's
I
do
have
it.
pegged.
Really?
Yeah, that I would love to do. I wanted to do it for 3 years, but we've never been able to get there.
Well, give it to me in advance, and I'll make sure it happens.
Okay, I'll email it to you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to the Indy 500 this weekend.
Really?
This coming weekend?
Yeah.
You're performing?
No, I'm just going. Tomorrow I get on the plane. I'm going to watch it. I'm in New Orleans next weekend. That I am performing.
Let me ask you, Walt. Danica Patrick. She deserve to be a racer? Yeah.
Does she deserve to be a racer?
Yeah. Is she good
Absolutely.
enough? I mean, she's very attractive girl.
Right.
I know that's always been the argument, right? I don't know anything about racing.
Me neither.
She must be good enough, and obviously they do, or else they would just be putting 10s behind the wheel of all those race cars. She's got to have the skills to get behind.
She's
that
got
wheel.
to, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think that the idea was she jumped. Somebody out there correct me. She either jumped from Indy racing to to what's it, NASCAR?
Mm-hmm.
Or the other
way around.
probably I think she was one type of driver and it wasn't high profile money enough for her, so she jumped to the other type.
I'm surprised that you're a fan of this quote unquote sport.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not? So
No,
where are
but
you
the
going?
Indy 500 is crazy. It's a lot of fun. Like, it's a huge event. It's like a real Midwestern, like, hootenanny type deal. It's great. I went last year. It's crazy.
She's the most successful woman in the history of American open wheel racing. I mean, can you name one other woman ever
No.
that you've heard as being a driver?
No.
Me neither.
But what makes it an event?
It's, well,
Because from what I can tell, cars go around in a circle. Is that not how they do it in the other race?
sure, but
Cars
it's
go in a circle and you pray someone crashes. That's pretty much it.
one, I mean, like 100,000 people go to it, so it's just packed with, like, people.
That's appealing.
It's unusual. You know what I mean? It's eventful.
Just because enough people there make it something that intrigues you enough to be like, I'd like to be there.
Yeah,
too.
that much
Okay.
energy. I think there's a lot of ceremonies. Like they do a ton of like the Blue Angels do a flyover
okay.
and shit
That's
like that.
cool.
Yeah, it's like a thing. They make a big thing out of
Isn't
it.
that where, like, don't they always crash, though? Isn't there, like, you mean like an air show?
Yeah.
No, it's just a flyover,
Yeah,
like the Super Bowl.
They don't do like tricks and stuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
Although I saw one of those air shows, the Blue Angel air shows in Cleveland once, and it was fucking amazing. Like, your eyes almost can't process what the planes are doing. Or my eyes couldn't. Because they're going so fast and they're doing things that you don't think planes could do. They're just like going up and then sliding down and then taking off. It's
Is that
crazy.
inconceivable to a guy who, like, you won't even get on a commercial for?
Well, it makes my back sweat when I watch stuff like that on TV.
Really, it like gets you nervous. Like, it makes you feel nervous.
my back
Yeah.
sweat a little bit. Yeah.
But so the Indy 500 is like the cars go by. It's when I went last year, I said that it was as the older you get and the more you see, it's harder to see things that you've never seen before. You know what I mean? Especially as your world kind of calcifies as you get older. These cars go by so fucking fast. And you've seen it in movies, but like there's nothing like seeing it in person. They just like
You've got stock cars. I've got stockings.
dude, it's crazy. They go by so fast, and the sound they make, and like
Well, do you wear hearing protection?
I did at one point. Right.
I
How many times
remember
have you gone?
Just once.
Just once?
Just once in this year, yeah.
So what do you mean? I did at one point. What do you
Because when there are so many cars going by,
Yeah.
and they're like concentrated, it's like, and you're just like, holy fuck, that's too loud.
Does anybody go? Is that like a yokel aware hearing? Protection?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people. I don't think it's cheap. I think
you're
it's-
saying like
No. Like, are you considered like
a
look,
pussy?
Look at
I don't give a
City over there. He's
Oh,
gotta
Mr.
wear,
Tender Ears.
He's got to
Yeah.
wear ear protection.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
I gotta be able to hear the jokes.
I don't care. Like I've done it when I went to go see Lamb of God. I put an ear protection, and I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, anytime I go to a concert,
it's just too much. It's just too much, and it's so I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm going to New Orleans next week to perform at a Tenderloin show. If you guys want to come down,
To New Orleans.
in New Orleans. Well, I'm talking to
Oh,
listeners.
okay.
Not you guys. I know you guys are coming next Friday.
Oh yeah. So you get tickets.
Yeah.
How do they get? Where do they go?
You can go to www.thetenderloins.com next Friday night in New Orleans.
the Big Easy.
Sangier Theater.
I've heard they've recovered well since.
Yeah, I was there last year. It was good.
It's been what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't been that long.
It's been pretty long.
It's been pretty long.
It hasn't been 10 years though.
No.
It hasn't been 10 years, but it's been 6 or 7.
Can I do a baby booty time real quick?
Baby booty.
Yeah, it's been a while since
Nothing I love more than baby booty.
I can get you arrested. But yeah, just a real quick baby booty time. If you missed out on the Cryptozoic Man, we got some more sets, Bri. Mm-hmm. And these all come with different covers.
Oh.
Yeah, these are interesting covers.
Yeah, these are some of my favorite
Yes.
covers, Q. But also, I'll show you. There's a Dark Knight cover.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
There's a Spider-Man cover.
Very
I
cool.
made it like homage to Spider-Man. And the other ones, there's some not really anything.
That's badass.
But yeah,
though.
these are all covers, like all first prints. If you missed out on it, you can get back in on it. Just real quick, want to make it real quick. You get all 4 issues, $29.99, just like the old Booty Time. I don't want to, but there's the extra incentive this time is a free Evil Ernie comic book
Okay.
that I did the cover on,
Wow. All right.
and it's
I didn't even get to see that yet. Do you have a picture of
yeah,
it?
I got it. I can't, for legality reasons, I'm not allowed to say who's on the cover.
Really?
But it may be an old Brian Johnson, Walt Flanagan
Oh, wow.
team, an old book that we did. And, I snuck in on the cover of the Evil Ernie comic book. I don't do the interiors; it's just the cover.
Right.
But I was able. But for legality reasons, I can't say it's War of the Undead meets Evil Ernie.
Right. Okay.
I
That's
couldn't say
fucking
that.
cool.
Oh, let me see.
That is really cool.
Oh wow! Look at that.
But that's free with the purchase of the Cryptozoic Man 1 through 4. Go to jayandsilentbob.com. It should be on the front page. $29.99. If you know what, if you got the 4 issues and you're interested in just the Chaos, Evil Ernie, War of the Undead cover, I could probably cover price $4 if you want to call the store 732-758-0508 if you just want that cover. You don't want the set, or email me at kmuse2@gmail. I'll give you some details.
Nice.
You learn something new every day. Last one we'll ever do, depending upon
reaction.
how
Those two people have to write in.
Yes. Did you hear about this, Q? In the D.C. area, buses are going to have ads featuring Hitler on them.
I did hear about this.
I didn't.
Yeah, there's this organization run by an anti-Muslim blogger who has purchased billboards on the size of 20 Washington, D.C. metro buses featuring Adolf Hitler and calling for an end to all aid to Islamic countries. The ads are paid for by the American Freedom Defense Initiative, an organization devoted to fighting global jihad and Islamic super racism. Or supermacism, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Who the fuck would take a ride on that bus? I mean, you're a moving target, man. Like, Islamic guy is going to get pissed and be like, well, fuck it. I'll blow up the fucking bus.
The billboard is a picture of Hitler meeting with an anti-Jewish Islamic leader, Hajj Amin al-Husseini, state of...
That's my high school nickname.
The billboards will stay on the buses for 1 month. So it's I seen the picture of what the image is. It's like Hitler shaking hands with this leader, I guess in the 40s.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys think of that? Do you think that they should allow that to be an ad on the billboard?
I mean, isn't essentially, but they don't look. I don't know, man.
It's not sounding good.
This
is definitely the last installment.
I'm so fucking glad that this wasn't like on the number 200, like he had to argue for. Listen,
I'm trying to collect my thoughts here.
Fuck it.
What is it? Is it hate speech? Like, are they saying?
Well, they're saying that like.
It says here the organization has been identified as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Okay.
They were paid for by the American Freedom Defense Initiative.
But what are they saying? They're saying that because Hitler met with Muslims in the 40s, that all Muslims are evil? Is that what they're going for?
They're asking that, they're saying that that we should stop giving aid to Islamic countries based upon their hatred of Jews.
Wait a second. It says,
Jews hate
okay,
people
here's a
too.
bus ad. We're sweating April 15th so Israelis don't have to. Stop U.S. aid to Israelis' occupation. I'm sorry, stop U.S. aid to Israel's occupation. Okay, so whoever... Wait a second. So the America... Okay, so that would be the Muslims and shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it says on here.
Yeah,
Stop
those
US.
buses may get picketed, I think.
Maybe, yeah. There's a...
Why the fuck would whoever decides what goes on the side of these buses touch this with a 10-foot pole?
It's not the first time they've put up anti-Islamic ads. In 2012, a federal judge ruled that they were allowed to post ads that compared Muslim radicals to savages. Those ads appeared in D.C. and New York City.
How would you compare someone to a savage? What would you say? Like they're like...
I guess like bloodthirsty.
Oh, okay.
Blind. It says Judge DC Metro must allow anti-jihad ads. I mean, I don't think.
So you wouldn't get on the bus?
Fuck no, I'm not getting on the bus.
I mean, no, really. Don't try to placate to these two listeners. Would you?
I want to be on the bus anyway.
Oh, come on. You got to get on the bus.
Okay, I got to get on the bus.
You're
I'm about to step on, and I see this ad.
Yeah, does it change? You're like, oh, I'm not getting on the bus because of this ad, or you're just like, that's fucked up.
I mean, there's someplace I got to be.
Yeah.
I'm getting on the bus.
I'm on the bus too. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that leads me to article number 2 on You Hit Learn Something.
Okay, this is what I thought it was going to be this week.
See, I don't disagree though with this person. Like it says, they compared Muslim radicals to savages. I think any kind of radical, religious or otherwise, are savage. I mean, you're fucking killing people and blowing people up in the name of whomever. Like, I don't know. Muslims
Stop saying I don't know after everything you guys say. That's not helping.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'll just cut it all out. I'll cut out all the I don't know.
Everything you guys, I don't know.
But it's just so, it's like I'm really taken aback by it. It's so fucking weird.
Q, you've heard about this in New York? Yeah,
this is what I thought.
Is this a big story in New York?
I've heard it a few times, and when I heard it, I knew you were going to touch on it.
There is, everybody in New York is up in furor. Over the Nazi cab driver. You heard about the cab driver?
The Nazi.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Nazi.
I thought you said Maxi. Well, let me tell you. Maybe the reason that I haven't heard of these stories maybe is because I was thinking about you last week, and I stopped going to Huffington Post altogether.
Really?
Yeah. The last the last link I tweeted, I said if I ever tweet a link again from this site, the first person to call me on it will get $1,000.
Wow.
Because it's ridiculous and it makes me mad and there's no reason for it. And I was like, I cut out Huffington Post, slowly cutting out bullshit like internet time.
Not a baby booty time. You'll still tweet that.
That, yeah. I mean, look, there's reasons the internet was invented. So the Nazi cab driver.
Have you heard about this?
I haven't.
Was in the news. No. This was in the New York newspapers. I don't know if it made national headlines, but apparently there was this a hateful yellow cabbie. Apparently he would go out on his out for his tour of duty out in the streets, but he would wear a red army swastika armband.
Yeah.
And people apparently were screaming, "Fuck you, Nazi!" as he drove by. People were refusing to get in the cab when he stopped. And he wanted to know he thought America was a free country. Why am I not allowed to voice my? Well, he got suspended.
Well, people are allowed to react to it how they want.
Well, wait a second. Who suspended him? The cab commission?
Yeah.
Because you rent your cab. I mean, if I understand it correctly, like I'm a cab driver. I rent my cab from the company.
Right.
I have to pay them a certain amount per day. Mm-hmm. And so the company's like, look, we don't really want to be associated with the Nazi cab driver.
They said hate symbols worn publicly are not going to be tolerated, the cab company said. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Q, you got a power meeting.
Right.
It's pouring.
Right.
You hail a cab.
Sure.
You got to be there in 10 minutes or less.
Oof.
Nazi cabbie pulls up.
I mean, how long does it take before you notice that he has the fucking? Because it's not like it's painted on the side of the cab.
But you get it.
I get in and I notice the armband.
Yeah.
I'll take the ride, but I'll stiff him on the tip. I won't tip him.
I definitely take the ride because I would be like, I got to talk about this on the show.
Yeah.
This is fucking insane.
Yeah, I would probably berate him the entire way there.
Really? Okay, so I'd be like, get in, man.
Okay. Some accent.
Go ahead.
All right. All right, man. I gotta get up. I gotta get up to 59th and
that's good. Then.
Columbus Circle. I gotta get up.
All right, man. We be there.
Okay, cool. What is
I'll
that?
get you there, no problem.
What is that? Is that a Nazi thing, dude?
Yeah, it's my attire.
Do you think you should be wearing that? Because a lot of people.
That shirt's gay.
I thought this is still America, right, man?
No, it's America. And
what are you, some kind of communist?
I'm making a statement, man.
What's your statement?
Voice is mad.
You knows people, I do this.
Oh, do you watch the show? Wait,
He's a fan?
yeah, are you a fan?
Yeah, man, every week.
Do you have a Nielsen box?
9:30, yes.
You have a Nielsen box? Oh, hell, Hitler. Let's get this fucking ride up there. Let's go.
You guys definitely don't want to see the return of Hitler. You learn something every day, huh?
I can't turn down ratings, Walter. I don't.
But you got to ask him, right? You have to. I mean, you would have to ask him, like,
I just assume he's mentally ill.
What's with the armband?
He's got to be mentally ill.
Yeah.
Right?
He definitely is trying to get attention, make a statement.
Your question is, should he be suspended or should he be allowed to?
No, my question is what
What the fuck?
Yeah, my question is like he I don't know why they just can't outright fire him. Probably legality reasons say that he probably can't be fired, but you know they want to fire him so bad.
Oh yeah,
Because if Mike comes to work tomorrow with a swastika armband.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, Mom."
I don't know if we could fire him, but boy, we would want to though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mike's wearing it on Comic Book Men, and AMC can't do anything about it. That'd be interesting.
No explanation.
Well, I mean, it's different than like what's his name? Was it Prince Harry or something?
Yeah,
like
Halloween
he wore.
costume.
There's always those people that up to like you had every second up until the point where that picture was taken to be like, this is not a good idea, you know?
Right.
But they still do it. So like with somebody like this Prince Harry kid, I don't know, maybe you're fucking. No one's ever given you shit about anything, so it doesn't occur to you to not fucking dress like a Nazi.
But it was Halloween, though.
But it's Halloween, so there's at least, there's the costume aspect. But with somebody like this, it's like, yes, it's a free country, but what's your statement? What are you saying? Like, why are you wearing this fucking thing? Did anyone ask him?
He just said it was a political statement, and he really didn't get into like the
no special reason.
Yeah. Well, I heard an interview with him, and he was saying that that the perception of Nazis, like it was taken astray by Hitler, right. And that what they actually believe in isn't all that stuff, and he wants to take it back.
He says
he's going to take it back.
I know. A Jamaican cab driver from fucking Manhattan's going to change the world perception.
He told a Jew. Real quick. He told a Jewish poster photographer wearing a yarmulke, "Nothing against you people. I'm not anti-Semitic. Why don't you tolerate my views?"
Because your views are anti-Semitic. What are you talking about? He says, "I'm a National Socialist, what you guys call a Nazi." Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something wrong with a guy who's like, I'm going to take it back. Like for any fucking idiot who's like, originally it was a fucking Indian symbol or Hindu symbol or whatever the fuck. It's like, shut the fuck up, asshole. You know
what it is. It's forever until the humankind is snuffed out. It will be known
Hitler
as a
took
hate
it,
symbol.
and nobody's taking it back. It will always be a symbol of hate, and no one's going to fucking take it back, especially not this fucking fool.
You're doing a good job. You're good. I hear the passion.
Mm-hmm. We might be.
Can I squeeze one more in the last? On the last,
go right ahead.
Of course.
Very last Hitler.
Yeah. I like his quote here. I don't hate Jews. I'm critical of them, but I don't hate them.
Have you guys heard about the Black Hitler?
Hitler.
What?
Black Hitler.
Jeez.
He's almost as bad as the white one.
Okay.
Dude, you would be doing everyone a disservice to discontinue this
No,
segment.
I'm telling you, man.
You learn so much about it.
The people have spoken.
Two people.
Black Hitler his name is Sherman Gamble.
Yeah.
He's out of New York. Mm-hmm. He's a pimp, and he has been charged with sexual assault on a prostitute. He kidnapped
he beat
her.
up an alleged hooker, and he was pimping out women on Backpage.com.
Yeah, and apparently during the altercation, he said to his victim, "You don't know who you're dealing with. I'm the Black Hitler."
So you think he's just like he's like, I'm. Here's comparatively and relatively. Here's how evil I am. Just in case you didn't know, I'm Black Hitler.
But he's claiming he's innocent, though.
Of what? Genocide?
Well, here you go.
Like, what is he innocent of?
Well, he was initially collared last week after an alleged hooker who lived in his apartment claimed he beat her, pulled her hair, choked her, and shoved a newspaper down her throat after holding her captive for several days.
Did he fuck her for 15 minutes after that?
It doesn't say anything about that.
Okay.
I'm going to kill you, he bellowed.
He bellowed.
Claimed the hooker, who originally told cops she was his grandson's nanny. You don't know who I am. I'm the Black Hitler. The woman eventually escaped after telling him that she needed to go to a bank. And he's like, right. I mean, Jesus Christ. The lawyer insists the hooker made up the Black Hitler. Is that the worst part of this story, that he claimed he's Black Hitler?
Yeah.
It seems like everything else. Like,
Well, that's the only reason this story makes the paper. Because he claimed he was Black Hitler.
I was going to say, it's incidental to the story.
It's just one of a billion altercations that must happen in the city, but yet this one makes the news because there's the Hitler angle. Well, that's why it made this podcast.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, like, if he were like, I'm the Black FDR. Nobody's writing that story.
Right. That's funny, man.
So what do you got? What do you think, Joe? What do you think about the Black Hitler?
I think this is an arrogant gentleman. He is not in any way, shape, or form.
That's a pretty bold fucking claim.
That's what I mean. He's no Black Hitler. It's He's laughable. He's a black pimp, I guess.
We'll have to find another black man with a better resume.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's just warlords in Africa that are probably have more laid to
what's
the
his
claim.
name? Coney or whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's that guy that just fucking kidnapped? Right? Those fucking
the Nigerian girls.
Yeah, like I'd give him the title before this fucking clown.
This guy's a pimp who fucking said something like outlandish.
It's almost like how like professional wrestlers just make like crazy boasts at the beginning of matches.
Great if you were like he's like Black Hitler. He comes down with the fucking music and shit. A bunch of hookers behind him.
All right, man. Well, now you guys have spoken. Now it's up to
those two
get
listeners.
The reaction now.
All right, let's see what we got.
He was prior bust for assaulting his own child, patronizing a hooker, and illegally subletting a Section 8 residence.
Oh, fucking that is some crazy ass Hitler shit.
I mean, I don't think Hitler was like, how do I scam welfare?
All right, is that it then, boys? We got anything else?
It's a good episode, man.
Good episode. I mean,
so. Take that, Joe Rogan.
We need to definitely get back on track if we have a chance, just to be nominated.
Right.
I think that
we need a chance to lose again.
We need to step it up huge. I Saw Comics will be laughing at us when come nomination time if we don't fucking.
That'll be worse fucking humiliation than wearing compression stockings.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.